Considering moving to Castle Pines or somewhere in the Denver metro area, well, today we're going to be talking about the 11 best neighborhoods in Castle Pines to live in. My name is Landon. I'm the marketing manager and an associate broker with Estate, a real estate brokerage that's located out of Castle Rock, Colorado, and services the whole greater Denver area. We have tons of great videos, great content that provide value on all sorts of cities in the Denver metro area. So drop a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Turn on that little bell notification icon so that you're always up to date with our awesome value-packed videos about Denver and Colorado's real estate market. I'm currently here in Daniels Park. This is located right in Castle Pines, Colorado. Beautiful location, and it is a gorgeous day. Great day to film some videos and provide you some value on Castle Pines living. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. We're gonna be talking about the 11 best Castle Pines neighborhoods to live in, and what a great place to start, what a great place to film. Let's get into it. All right, Castle Pines, Colorado. This is an awesome town. It's located just south of Denver. You can get to Denver in about 25-30 minutes. Super close to a bunch of great Denver suburbs like Highlands Ranch, Lone Tree, Castle Rock, Parker. It's conveniently located very close, kind of centralized between all of those different places. If you need to go down south and get to Colorado Springs, no problem. Castle Pines is like just 45 minutes, maybe an hour if the traffic's bad from Colorado Springs. Castle Pines has about 10,000 residents in it, and it is continuing to grow exponentially. It used to be part of Castle Rock, but it has recently branched off and become its own city, and that has been a huge part in its influx in developments, communities, and residents. All right, let's jump into our list of Castle Pines' 11 best neighborhoods. Number 1 is Castle Pines North. You can see a lot of Castle Pines North behind me. It's a great golf course that's in it. Castle Pines North is a phenomenal community. I love it. It's kind of a Castle Pines classic. There are a lot of luxury homes. It's kind of a luxury neighborhood. High-end single-family residences as well are located there. The median home price of Castle Pines North is around $830,000, more or less. It's in that $800,000 mark. So definitely not a cheap community, not the most affordable community. We're gonna see that a lot in these Castle Pines neighborhoods. I talked a little bit about the cost of living and the expensive homes and communities in my pros and cons of living in Castle Pines video. I'll link that in the description, and you can also click this card up here to take you to that if you want to learn more about those. But continuing on with Castle Pines North, this is a Castle Pines classic. It's got a great golf course in it, and it is beautiful. It's just immersed in trees. I love the area. It is fantastic to drive through, and it's a great option, perfectly fit for our number 1 on this list. Skyline Ridge comes in at the second of the top 11 neighborhoods in Castle Pines to live in. Skyline Ridge is a single-family residence community. There's a lot of new developments, new single-family residences in this community. It's a newer neighborhood. So if you're looking for a new build in the Castle Pines area, this could be a great option for you. The median home price in Skyline Ridge is in the mid $600,000 range, so definitely more affordable than Castle Pines North. But Skyline Ridge, again, it's got a great location. It's kind of closer to I-25 than a lot of these other gated communities or these luxury neighborhoods that are kind of tucked away. Again, I talk about that in the cons of the pros and cons of Castle Pines video. But yeah, if you're looking for a new place, new build, new community, parks, trails, Skyline Ridge, number 2 on our list, great option for you. Our third neighborhood on Castle Pines' top 11 neighborhoods is Timberline. This is another new development, very similar to Skyline Ridge. It's closer to the kind of downtown area of Castle Pines. It's got some great trails, some great parks, things like that nearby, elementary schools. And it's also very close to I-25. You can get to I-25 from this community in like 5 minutes. So if you commute a lot, if you have to get on I-25 and go north or south, Timberline is a great community. It's a great place to get a new build, great place to find an existing build as well. Beverly Hills Estates, or Beverly Hills, obviously not the Beverly Hills, but definitely another place where that's where you're gonna wanna be. No pun intended, quoting an awesome song. But yeah, let's get right into it. Beverly Hills Estates is another luxury Castle Pines neighborhood. It's located more on the northern side of Castle Pines. It's also gonna be closer to that downtown Castle Pines area. It's not gonna be quite as tucked away as some of the neighborhoods we'll talk about in a little bit. Beverly Hills, it's got quick access to I-25, which is pretty uncommon for Castle Pines luxury neighborhoods. This is an older luxury neighborhood, but you probably still can find some area where you could do a new build. But for the most part, I would expect some older luxury homes here. The median home price in Beverly Hills is around that $850,000 mark. So you're either going to find some great luxury homes that are over $1 million, maybe even into the millions dollar range, but you can also get some high-end single-family residences here as well in Beverly Hills Estates. The Canyons is another new development, and this is probably one of my favorite new developments. I'm a little biased because I have a great friend, in fact he's my pickleball partner, that just did a new build in the Canyons at Castle Pines. So the Canyons, again, this is high-end single-family residence homes for the most part. New developments, a lot of opportunity for new builds. You're going to find some great residences that have a lot of square footage and that are very modern, very appealing to live in. High-end single-family residences, and you might be able to find some like nice luxury homes in this new community too, but for the most part, from what I've seen, this is going to be more single-family residences than like large luxury homes. Okay, for the 6th and 7th neighborhoods, the best neighborhoods in Castle Pines, these are probably my favorites out of the whole list, is Castle Pines Village and the Village at Castle Pines. I have them separate because, you know, on the MLS, you'll often see them as separate listings. You know, you'll see some in Castle Pines Village and then some listed at the Village at Castle Pines. Some people might argue that these are one and the same, but just for the sake of it, I made them different. So the Village at Castle Pines Village come in at 6 and 7 on our best neighborhoods. These are gated luxury communities at its finest. Homes in these neighborhoods are definitely going to be over $1 million in price for sure, but you'll find homes in the $4, $5, $6+ million range. And for some, you might even find some homes in this area above $10 million. This is Colorado luxury living at its finest. In fact, if I ever get to that point where I'm buying a luxury home, I've always got my eye on Castle Pines Village. Unlike other luxury living communities in Colorado, in the Denver metro area, I really like how this Castle Pines Village, the Village at Castle Pines area, has complete immersion with trees. It's completely surrounded in nature. Parker, for example, a lot of luxury homes there are in the plains. More eastern Colorado has less trees, more plains. So you're not gonna feel that quite sense of immersion. You're not gonna get as many awesome mountain views as you do here. You don't see the Front Range like you do in Castle Pines and other luxury communities in Colorado. So that's one of the big pros of the Village at Castle Pines. Lots of trees, lots of space, and just complete nature immersion. I love it. Homestead at Castle Pines Village is an attempt to kind of bring single-family residences and more affordable living to the Castle Pines Village area. The median home price in this community is around the high $700,000s, $800,000 range. So keep that in mind. It's definitely more affordable if you're not looking for or can't afford some of those high-end luxury homes in the Castle Pines Village area, but still want to be in that community. You can get in at Homestead at Castle Pines Village. You're going to have more affordable living and get a lot of the amenities that those people have that live in that area. Castle Valley is another Castle Pines classic. The community's been around for a little bit longer than some of these newer developments, although you can get some newer builds, I believe, in this Castle Valley area. Median home price here is going to be in the 700,000s, so it's more affordable than a lot of these other communities as well. And it's got a great location. Again, it's one of those communities that is located right near I-25, but not too close to where you're getting all that noise and stuff of living right by one of the biggest highways in Colorado. But Castle Valley, again, another great Castle Pines neighborhood, a great choice, a little bit more affordable in terms of how Castle Pines prices go, and great location. So I would definitely recommend this one if you're looking for Castle Pines living. Buffalo Ridge or Buffalo Ridge Estates, another gorgeous luxury community in Castle Pines. This is one that, you know, its median home price is like 1.4 million. So if you've got the budget, if you want another option to look at in terms of luxury living in Castle Pines, Colorado, Buffalo Ridge, another great option for you. I would definitely recommend looking into it, as well as Castle Pines Village, the Village at Castle Pines, and our last and final neighborhood, the 11th of our top 11 neighborhoods in Castle Pines, Daniels Gate. Again, talking about it, let's just hit it again. Another great luxury Castle Pines neighborhood that I believe is located very close to Daniels Park. And I mean, look how beautiful this is. Daniels Gate, again, it's going to have I think it's around like 1.3 million median home price. So not going to be the cheapest living, but if you're looking for an awesome luxury living in Castle Pines, this is another one I'd recommend for you for sure. Thanks for joining me on this video. If you made it here, that's awesome. Thanks for being here. Like, comment, and again, subscribe and hit that bell notification on that subscribe button so that you are always aware of when I'm releasing new videos. We're gonna be talking about market updates. We're gonna be covering all the cities in the Denver metro area, Colorado Springs, pros and cons, best neighborhoods, reasons to move to, things to do. We've got it all. We're gonna be covering it here on Mod Estate. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you on the next video.